Dear friends, welcome to today's video. I am doing reading for the Aquarius for the collective for month of March using using Arcanum Tarot. It's beautiful. I love this deck. Originally, when I started reading, I just absolutely hated decks with the photographs of people. I needed it to be drawn or painted or something, but I love this deck. I have several now with the photographs, and I'm enjoying using them. I guess you grow into some things once you get away from Rider-Waite. I guess you learn to appreciate different decks. So I want to thank you guys for being with me, for your likes and comments. I really appreciate it, for the shares. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. And we're doing Aquarius, business, job, or career, personal life, energies, what surrounds you, what you might have to change, what you might have to pay attention to in the month of March. I'm getting better at saying month of March. Funny. Okay, so let's see. Your career and your job is going great. You are at the wheel right away. Two major good arcanas, the strength. You can seriously, you can achieve or do anything you want. Your career is moving in the right path because you're diplomatic. You know what you're doing. You know how to conquer whatever comes your way, calmly and quietly, without any force. You hold the wheel in your hands really tight, and there's a possibility that sometimes your career takes a spin out in a different direction, but you grab onto the wheel and you steer it right back onto the right path. You have everything. You know, even if you have, or you might have a little bit of issues with your job or with the finances, or you might encounter a little bit of issues, or perhaps the company you're working for has a little bit of issues. But it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever you do, you know exactly what you're doing. You have everything at your fingertips. You are knowledgeable, and you have nothing to worry about. If it's not going to be this particular job or this particular career, you will be able to steer into a different direction. Perhaps you might have, you might find a job where you're going to travel. That's another possibility. Or you might be in a profession where you have to constantly move. You fly, or it's a cruise ship, or maybe you're in merchant marines. All tells me that this tells me about how it's going to play out for all of you. So let's see. You're the magician. You know, you can definitely balance out whatever issues you might have, because we have Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and that tells me that there might be a little bit of something that's going on. However, here you see in this particular card, even though it shows a little bit of issue, a little bit of fighting, a little bit of pulling the blanket onto each other, perhaps you have a little issue at work where somebody is in the way of you doing things, of somebody in the way of your career growth, somebody is trying to come out from under you and maybe go over your head, or maybe say something, maybe manipulate a little bit management in terms of saying that, okay, well, this guy didn't do anything, that guy didn't do anything, but I am the best. That's another possibility. We don't know how it's going to play out for any of you, but that's kind of a little bit of an issue. Could be for you in March, but you're going to come out an absolute winner at work. You're not going to have any problems. You're not going to have any problems, nothing to worry about. So just calmly do your job and enjoy whatever you're doing. No worries. You have a good family. You have wonderful life. You are balancing out. You have a great balance, life-work balance. Perhaps it might play out that some of you might get pregnant. If you want to have a child, March would be a good way to do it. If you're balancing out a little bit of the finances in the month of March, that's also good. Maybe you're planning for a new baby. That might be another possibility. Maybe you're planning for a wedding. Maybe you are saving money for the wedding, but you're definitely balancing it out, which means that you are not in any kind of stress as far as financial situation. Everything's going to be fine. Perhaps it's a new beginning that you're looking for. Again, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, you definitely need to be thinking about saving money towards something, either having a baby or getting married or some sort of celebration in your family life. Perhaps you are going to start a new business and your partner is going to be partner for life. I mean, life, your spouse is, or not necessarily spouse, but a boyfriend, girlfriend will be your partner. Will start with you together, or perhaps you need to think about starting something new. And maybe you're thinking of buying a house or buying, you know, a condo or an apartment. That's another possibility, but you're doing fine. Don't succumb to your desires. I mean, sometimes you might want to spend a little bit more money than you possibly could, or do things that you are not able to do financially. You are balancing it out, so don't succumb to your desires. Think about it. Plan carefully. Don't fall into this addiction situation, in terms of not necessarily that this is addiction as far as alcohol or drugs. It could be work related, that you're a workaholic and you don't spend enough time with your family. In this situation, it could be that you're addicted to an idea of, I don't know, building a baby nursery and covering the bed with 24 karat gold leaf. Who knows? I mean, whatever your addiction is at this point, something that you are so passionate about, something that you are thinking about all the time. Otherwise, it might talk about the fact that you are so passionate for your spouse or for your partner. That's another possibility. And a next possibility could be that you are extremely passionate at starting something out, something new. You definitely is so set on buying that house. Perhaps you can't afford it at this point. Perhaps you need to wait. So the month of March for you, let's do one more card for your personal life and see what it tells you. Three of Cups. You see, you're not ready yet. You're just building the foundation for yourself. The water is a little bit stirry. It's not calm waters so far. So you need to just not be emotional about it. You need to put your emotions aside and perhaps do cold calculation. I'm not going to pull any more cards. We'll see what this pile tells us. You see, everything's going to work out for you. Whatever you're planning, don't worry about it. You're going to get everything. Six of Pentacles. You've gone through the Five of Pentacles here. You've had some sort of an issues. Don't worry about it. Just think ahead and think that everything will be fine for you. Also, this the Sun card might say, pay attention to yourself. Not thinking that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve at this point. Wait a little bit. Don't, it's in Russian. It's really easy to explain in Russian, not easy to explain in English. In terms of, damn, I lived in America for how long? 42 years. I basically think in English, but since I've been reading for mostly Russian folks, as far as tarot is concerned, Yeah, so there's this saying which says that somebody thinks of himself as a sun. It's like vain it's like vanity in a way. It's like somebody thinking too much of himself, or is overconfident. That's the word. Okay, don't be overconfident. And it tells me this card just this pile, as far as this pile, don't be overconfident. Don't think you can achieve it all. You're going to get over your problems, and just be humble. That's what it is, humble. Good. I think I didn't forget English after all. This card tells me that you need to do a little bit more planning, and you need to study the situation, probably as far as this is concerned, because here everything's fine. You have no problems in this pile, but over here you have a little bit of issues. And I think that you need to study the situation a little bit more. So do a little bit more planning as far as your finances are concerned. If you want to do something, then perhaps March is not the month for you. Perhaps you need to do it maybe a little bit later in April, or maybe in the fall. We don't know, but we're gonna go month by month, and we'll see what the cards tell us. So one more little card, and that's it. I think that should be enough. The King of Swords, exactly. This card tells me that be the King of Swords. Calculate, cold calculation. You are smart. Do a little bit more research. Perhaps you need a lot more information, or a little more information. Don't be emotional don't think about your situation in emotional terms, more calculation. So whatever you need to be doing, buying a house, or whatever you need to be doing in this pile, because here you have no problem. Do more calculations and don't go over your head financially. That's the reading for you guys, Aquarius. I think it's really good. It's a lot better than a lot of the signs that I've done. So again, thank you for being with me. I'm trying to keep these videos under control, under 15 minutes. I will see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.